Okay, so we're stopping in at the Frampton Plantation Lowcountry Visitor Center so we can see the Harriet Tubman exhibit and also go inside and use the restroom and check out the gift shop and everything else that's in there. So I know y'all ready. Yes. So let's go. Visitor Center. It's right here, better known as Frampton Plantation. Says this is a Civil War site, gift shop, exit 33. Free admission, that's what I like. So that says this is John Edward Frampton House. This was the site of the Hill Plantation owned by John Edward Frampton, who lived from 1810 to 1896, cotton planter, state senator from 1842 to 1845, and delegate from Prince William Parish to the Succession Convention. The main houses here and at Frampton's other plantations in what was then Beaufort District were burned by federal troops in early 1865. This house was built in 1868. Yep, sure is. So I had read online that this is here, and it is here. This is the Journey to Freedom. And this right here tells about it. It says Harriet Tubman, The Journey to Freedom. And it says, artist's statement. In 1858, Harriet Tubman bravely returned to the slave state of Maryland to lead an 8-year-old girl to the free state of New York via the Underground Railroad network. Harriet later adopted the girl, and there is speculation that she was Harriet's actual daughter or niece. I use this story as a launching point of historical reference around which I built the composition. The contours of the base are the Maryland-Delaware Peninsula, where Harriet was originally enslaved and to which she frequently returned for her freedom raids. The dramatic ledge represents the Mason-Dixon line into the free Pennsylvania, an important milestone in the journey to freedom. Harriet is leaning into the wind with her shoulder, eyes cut formidably up, bracing herself against the elements. The wind illustrates the peril of the journey and serves as a metaphor for the intense opposition she faced. Harriet's dress is protectively enveloping the girl. Her skirt billowing like a flag signifies the legal protections afforded to every United States citizen and a symbol of the future equality to come. Each hand on the sculpture expresses an attribute: determination, protection, fear, and trust. With a look of trepidation, the child is leaning out to get a better sense of what lies ahead. She holds Harriet's finger affectionately, her cautious hope echoed in her delicate grip. The child is off balance, instinctively taking a step forward, her foot precariously close to the edge of the cliff. The shackles are broken. They have left the bonds of slavery behind them. So this over here is the back side of the sculpture. Oh, those are cool.
You can put them all together.
Yeah. Oh my God, they even got an alligator.
A 3D puzzle.
3D puzzle. That's so cool.
What price?
That's $10. Oh, look at this. That's butterflies.
And the birds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's real nice too.
They got all the palm trees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Pirates. You know, we need that as much as we travel and don't know what these birds are. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Oh yeah, Forrest Gump, one of the most popular movies ever made in South Carolina. And The Big Chill, and I guess that might be the Prince of Tides up there. That's a reproduction morning gown, a morning outfit, a nightgown, and another morning gown. So this must be the deaf section back here almost. That's the Declaration of Independence on this holiday weekend.
Birds.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the southeast birds.
Then they got birds again.
Mm-hmm. And that right there's movies filmed in the South Carolina Lowcountry. Recognize a few of them. That is a candy wrapper basket there. That is interesting. It's only $36. Put that on a bicycle. That's cute. So these are probably supposed to look like sweetgrass baskets, but they would not be this cheap if they were real sweetgrass. And it says they're in the tradition. It's just cold baskets there. I don't know what this one says, but that's funny.
They got Gullah, Kentucky, Roll.
I don't think we've been to Port Royal yet,
I think we went through it.
but we've never actually stopped and did anything. Oh, that's probably good right there. These are so pretty. Oh my Lord.
Walking trails, got a good playground. Yeah, if you got kids.
So this says right here, Southern Live Oak Tree. Our large live oaks are approximately 250 years old. We are caring for them with pruning and periodic feeding. The massive branches also support other plants. Gray strands of hanging Spanish moss, which is an epiphyte and not a parasite, and resurrection fern, which grows along the tops of the main branches and look dead when dry but become green again after a rain. So, what is cool about this tree? They have an alligator down here at the bottom. I love an alligator. And then up here, it's got a face in it. This over here is also something I love. It's a bottle tree. So the purpose behind a bottle tree is you put the bottles on it upside down, and it's supposed to catch all the evil spirits that's around. So we actually have 2 of those in our yard at home, and it must be working. I haven't seen no evil spirits around the house. And this right here says this is Jim Westcott's wishing well. Jim wished for many things. He wished for great exposure for the South Carolina Lowcountry. He was able to promote her natural beauty and quaint towns. He wished for a beautiful plantation house. With the help of his friends at SCPRT, he was able to save this house from being demolished. He wished for loyal mates, supportive colleagues, and dedicated commissioners and staff. He was able to surround himself with just that. He wished for a peaceful place of solace that he could call home. He was able to find that with his wife and pups. Share a wish of your own here. Jim will surely do his best to see it through. And it says Jim Westcott was the executive director of the South Carolina Lowcountry and Resort Islands Tourism Commission from 1988 until his death in 2013. So that is his wishing well. And they have a bench over there too. Ooh, I did not know that was back there. And this talks about the African American troops at Honey Hill. I might as well come back here and see this too. I've never been back here. I've always went in the front and left. And this back here is for the Revolutionary War, and it says this is the trailhead. And this talks about the Lowcountry and its citizens played an important role during the final years of the struggle for American independence. And apparently there's a trail back here, but it's just too hot to walk that today. I don't know, maybe you drive it. And it says this is the Frampton line. A large earthwork over 100 yards in length was raised on this site by General Robert E. Lee's troops in 1862. This fortification was a fallback position from which to defend the Charleston to Savannah Railroad, important supply line for the Confederate Army. The rail line is located about 1 mile north of this site. And that's the back of the house there. They actually have an upstairs, but I did not go up there today because I thought I was in a hurry, but apparently I'm not. I just got to make it to Charlestown Landing. They got their artillery demonstration today that we're wanting to attend. So now we're back over here, and the back side of this sign said, "Help us preserve the Honey Hill battlefield." And this sign said, "The beginning." On the evening of November 28th, the Union expedition accompanied by U.S. warships sailed off the Broad River, but heavy fog and a dark night, coupled with poor organization and inept pilots, scattered the Army's transports. The lead elements of Hatch's Coast Division landed at Boyd's Landing about 8 a.m. on November 29th. Units moving inland because of some mistakes in maps or blunder of guide or both marched in the wrong direction and missed the road to Gopher Hill. By 3 a.m. on the morning of November 30th, a portion of Hatch's command had encamped near Bowling Church. And it says a little bit more stuff. And this talks about the Battle of Honey Hill right here. I did spend a few dollars in there. I got these beautiful ornaments. That is the palmetto tree with, looks like Father Christmas up there is the crescent moon. It says South Carolina. Then I got the palmetto tree with the Santa Claus hat on and Christmas lights all over it. That is absolutely beautiful. And then also the palmetto tree with Santa Claus sleeping on the moon. I guess he needs to after all that driving around in a sleigh. And this looked terribly exciting. This is blackberry lemon marmalade. And they make that in Lowcountry, South Carolina. And then Dad got this beautiful South Carolina magnet. So nice. Here at the road, this is the sign that you would see. So it says Frampton Plantation Visitor Center and the Plantation Gift Shop. Come see Harriet. So Harriet Tubman is a traveling exhibit. I don't know how long she's going to be back there, but that was really interesting to read all that. It says Harriet Tubman Journey to Freedom Free Traveling Exhibition. And I had actually read that the exhibit was back there, so we stopped in to check it out. So we're just leaving Frampton Plantation now. That's the most time we've ever spent in there. That was really nice.
They had a lot of stuff in there.
They had a lot of stuff. I had never been in the backyard before. It's kind of interesting stuff back there too. And could have went upstairs, but we're trying to get to Charleston. May or may not make it in time, but if not, we'll get the 2 o'clock one because it's 11:31 right now, and they first shoot off the cannons that I was talking about at 1 p.m. So I don't know if we'll make it in time for that, but if not, we're heading. So how did you enjoy it, Dad?
Good.
It was good. He bought that beautiful magnet. I bought all those sandals because I just could not help myself. I've been wanting some of those for a while. So since they were a good price, I said, why not?
I picked up some brochures that was free.
Well, sometimes it's good to pick up brochures because then you find other places you want to travel to. And that was the purpose of the place back there, was a Lowcountry Visitor Center, so why not? We like to visit the Lowcountry of South Carolina. Thank God we don't live too far away. We can come anytime we want to. So that's a plus. So that's going to do it for this one. Hope you enjoyed. If you're ever at exit 33 on I-95 and it's open back there, highly suggest stopping in there. Beautiful place, very friendly employees too.
They got a lot of information about things in South Carolina.
Well, that's the point of being a travel place in South Carolina.
It is very interesting.
It's real nice, real nice. So, nice place to stop if you're traveling up and down the interstate. But that's it for this one. So, toodaloo!
And subscribe, please.
If you don't mind. Dad saying bye back there.